Design parking system. Problem 1603 LeetCode. Design a parking system for parking lot. The parking lot has three kinds of parking spaces: big, medium, and small, with a fixed number of slots for each size. Implement the parking system class. Parking system has three attributes, three parameters. It will be all int values, integer values, and the variable name is big, medium, and small. Initialize as object of the parking system class. This one right there. The number of slots for each parking space are given as part of the constructor. Boolean at car int car type checks whether there is a parking space of a car type for the car that wants to get into the parking lot. Car type can be three kinds: big, medium, or small, which are represented by values such as 1, 2, and 3 respectively. A car can only park in the parking space of its car type. If there is no space available, return false, else park the car in the size space, then return true. So the first thing is, based on this statement that are given to us, we can make our conclusions that big will represent the values such as 1, small, medium will represent the values such as 2, and the small will represent the value parking lots such as 3. Based on this, we can see that we will have to check whether the car type belongs to the big, medium, or small parking car type to get the car in the parking lot, and if the range is either not equal to, if 1 is bigger than I and 3 is bigger than I, then this will mean that the parking lot is invalid, so we turn false. So let's get into the example for the test case. In first test case, we are creating a parking system class. We are creating a new memory called parking system with the values 110. So that's why the output is given null, because we are not provided this value, rather we are creating the value ourselves. The second test case is returning true because there is one slot available for the big car. If we remember, we can see that number 1 will mean that the car will be big car type. The second parking lot returns true as well because there is one slot available for the medium car. Number 2 means medium car. But on the other hand, we can see that the fourth test case returns false, as we don't have any parking lots for the small car type, so we are returning false in this case. And also on the last one as well, because the parking lot doesn't have any space for the big car type. So let's get right to solve it. First, we're gonna create integer values, name it big, medium, and small. B will hold the values from the big, medium will hold the values of the medium, and small will hold the values from the small. And inside of the bool, bool function, we're gonna create a switch statement and a card type, and we're gonna create our first test cases. Our first test case will be if the case 1 will return return B at 0. Case 2 will also return medium car 0. Case 3 will return small car at 0. And by default it will return false, meaning that there is no, this one here means that there is no parking lot available for the car type. So let's run the code to see if it works. Nope, it doesn't work because I have to return false. Works. Run the code again to see how it works. It works pretty fine.